Hello and welcome to a new episode of Short Comic Introduction. Today I have a little bit or something very different than my usual comic introductions, and this has to do, or let's say it this way, I had planned to talk a little bit or introduce you to a very great comic called Campus Safari by Tiffany Ross. But after preparing for it, going through what I will talk about and what I will show you, I thought I can't do it. It just wouldn't be fair to the artist to just talk about Campus Safari. And the reason is very, very simple and not that one you might think. Like I said, Campus Safari is a very fantastic little comic, or let's put it this way, the Campus Safari is just a part of a whole story or a whole universe. And to get a little bit more into it, why I can't talk about it yet, we have to go a little bit more or a little bit deeper into what Tiffany Ross is doing. And so let's begin where I found out about her. It has to do when I started my Kickstarter days. It was shortly after I backed some games. I think it was it was Broken Age, Wasteland 2, and some Star Citizen or something like that. I was thinking, let's check out what's out there in Kickstarter and what projects or you might be interested in. And there was one small project I somehow thought really, this looked very nice, and this was for a small plush toy called, or a plush toy from a blue fox with wings called Swiftpaw, and this was the first time I had heard of Tiffany Ross in this case, and I backed this project. Sadly, it didn't reach this goal, but. This was the first time I have also read a comic from her, and this comic I learned about it at that day was called Alien Dice, and the fox was one of these characters out of this comic. So I really liked the comic. I liked the way it's written. I liked the art style, and after some time I was thinking. I saw that there were other comics she has created, and I thought, let's check them out. And this was when I don't know. I think I just accidentally clicked on Campus Safari at that time, and read it. And I really loved it. I've really found it fascinating what she did there, and. Then I found out that Campus Safari was only a part or one story of a whole universe she created called the Cyantian Chronicles. And just to get an idea how big this one is, this is a comic series she started creating in 1998. So like I said, 19 years ago, and still ongoing. Some storylines are finished, some on hiatus, some are coming back, some are even recreated or rebooted in some way. And again, just to get an idea how big this one is, I just give you some names or some titles of this one universe. We have Satin and Silk, we have Sink or Swim, we have Campus Safari, the one I wanted to talk today, we have Shivway, we have No Angel, we have Graham Greg Hall, we have Akele, we have Genoworks Saga. All these comics are in the same universe to different timelines, some parallels, some prequels, and so on. And this is why I really can't talk about Campus Safari yet, because it's like, let's say if you're a big fan of what I don't know, it's like Star Wars or Star Trek, and you only take one film or one series episode out of it and just say this is how you. Or this is what I want to show you. You can do it, but it just I feel it isn't right to the creator, because she created this whole universe and just taking one snippet out of it. No, and that's why I decided to. Over the next months, we'll talk about the whole series, and I really try to get every single comic in there. I hope I can make it, because some are a little bit difficult, and some are not available directly. I have to get them through other means, Patreon. I will come to that in a minute. And and when I'm through with that, there are still some other comics out there. Yes, like I said, there's Alien Dice, the comic I was introduced to her works. There's Black Rose and Abby's Agency, and the last two I only know about them, but I haven't read them to this date. So there's still a lot to do, and I think I only take the first episode today to talk a little bit about her art, what I like about her art, and introduce you only to the artist today. So next month I will start with the first comic then, called Satin and Silk, hope to start with that one, but you will see what I mean when we come to that. So what is it that I really like about her, and why I think she is a very, very, very talented artist? One thing I can tell you, everyone who has watched my episodes from the beginning knows her art, because it's the only thing that never, I repeat, never changed in my background. Over my left shoulder, the picture you can see here, and I will show it to you in a minute a little bit better, is my first drawing I got from an artist, and it's one of my absolute favorite drawings I have on my wall. It's always there. I won't take it down. There is no chance that this will disappear somewhere, and even if I move, will always be one of the drawings that will always be the first one to hang on a very specific place, because I really, really love her art. And what I really like about her art design, she has many different talents, and one is that she's very, very creative with details when she draws black and white. She can put out really many details in really basic drawings. Let's say it this way. It's not I don't want to say it's bad. I just want to say the way she draws, she can do so many things with it. And just to give you an idea what I mean, I just take two pictures two small prints I have from her with characters from Alien Dice, and first thing we can see is Swiftpaw, the one I was introduced to her, and you can see what I mean. She has this. There aren't that many details in there, but the way she draws them, it looks like there are a lot of details. I like the fur effects. I like the wings of him. I like his face. It's you can see it. It's amazing. It's really amazingly detailed. Also, the way she colors her pictures. She has the colors and also the lines she's drawing aren't hard. Let's say it this way. You never have the feel. It's always this more soft. You have always this more soft kind of feel when she draws. Here's the next one. If you look at it closely, you can see some small details. But one thing, when you look at her at the horns or his scarf, you can see what I mean with the colors. I love how the colors are going into each other. It's really amazingly. She does a really amazingly work with it. And another thing I really like about her work is, or let's say this way, one thing many people say when they see, at least to me, I'm not sure how some other people see that, but many people say they look very innocent and very when they see these pictures, they feel they have this happy feeling. Nothing bad. They like seeing these ones, and normally these are some of the pictures everyone always sees at first. I have some other pictures here that people say they are very, very, or let's say they are. You will see them when you look at them. You will wonder why these don't stand out as much as these do, and again, it's just the way she draws. They look very. You always look at them. it's really an amazing. She really does an amazing work. And if you think this are just small parts, I have a small art book here from the Cyantian Chronicles, and just look at the cover. This was a drawing extra for me in this case. And you can see what I mean. It's a very lovely scene, and it's a very happy scene. You can look at every way, and just going. And if you think this is the only thing she can do, au contraire, she can really make absolute fantastic looking, intense scenes in so many ways. Let's see if I can find one. I know there are some more. I don't want to show you everything, but. She's amazing with details. Like I said, just let's take this one like, for example. All the way with the snowflakes and so on. Again, the way she puts the details out there, it's really, really great. Or what do we have here? Or here again, one I really love the coloring of it. Yeah, it's freaking fantastic. I can't say anything more. Yeah, or. Yeah, let's take these two. Yeah, it's an amazing drawing. It's really or again the colors of this one. Yeah, but again I said she can do some more let's say not extreme ones, but yeah, let's say this one. It looks more badass. She's able to do this in the same style, but they look so different in so many ways, but so similar. It's really amazing. And if you start reading these comics, this is the next part. What I say, some of them really look. How to put it? You might think when you first see them that. That she mostly works with kind of happy scenarios and so on. Again, you would be so wrong. There are so dark places where she goes. It's not that it's very dark in so many ways, but if you see some scenes, you will know what I mean. It's again, she has the stories she's telling, and again, I don't want to go too into deep now. I want to go when I tackle these comics. The themes she's using are partially war themes, partially more different kind of how to put it. Different kind of factions that have their own problems with each other, and sometimes there's just how different characters look at each other. Something like I said, I don't want to go. Let's wait until I tackle the comics, because it would take too long, and this will break this video in so many ways. I want to keep this short as possible, and we are already 30 minutes into it. So yeah, but. Just to get, let's take one scene here. Let's take a look at so many ways. What do we have here? Yeah, they have dark scenarios, but yeah, let's just look at some of these pages, and you can see what I mean again with the art style. It's really fantastic. And in this case, I want to show you the drawing I have behind my shoulder. Yeah, this is the one. You can see, maybe you can see it. And really, it's the original I have hanging on my wall, and it's a really fantastic one. Again, it's so amazing. I really love this one. And again, like I said, there are so many different comics. I have here. This is the first book of the Cyantian Chronicles, and we have the Genieworks saga, and there are many more. I will try to leave all the links down below. There are different ways to read it. I try to get to let you know in which or how to read it. I will leave a link to the Wikipedia there, and so you have an idea. And like I said, when we are through with the Cyantian Chronicles, I will go through Alien Dice. I fear for that, because this is again a very long running one. And again, I will try to read Black Rose and Abby's Agency so that we also can tackle these ones. So, sorry for not having a standard episode today, and haven't talked too much about comics because it's very hard to keep it short with this whole series. And I will. Again, we will start next month with the first one, and I hope you will continue watching these Tiffany Ross specials I will put up. I think you will find some very interesting, very interesting comics there. And again, I think this is one everyone should check out. And like I said at the beginning, there are some comics specific for her patrons. I try to become a patron at the moment, but and I will go through these comics also. At least I will talk a little bit about how you are in at least one episode that you know what to get into, and if they're really worth your time. And I know, at least I know of one. I have read this one already through Kickstarter, and I can tell you they are worth your time. I won't show you anything about them because, again, they are a Kickstarter exclusive, but I will just introduce you to them, that you know what you get from them. So, again, thanks for watching. I will leave the links to her Patreon accounts in the links below. She has 2 of them, and for different reasons. But she has parted a little bit about her comic series. And I will leave all the links down below. And I hope to see you in the next episode, where we start our journey through the Cyantian Chronicles. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.